Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so very much for your activity under my previous video. Comments, thumbs up, shares. Really appreciate that. It means a lot. Thank you for following up. And now I'm recording a new one. As long as we get over 50 thumbs up, over 50 likes, and 50 comments, you will get a new video. Today is a very important topic. We are talking about adjustment of Ukrainian lady, Russian lady, really any immigrant from post-USSR in United States, and what are those hidden underwater stones. One of the most important thing is self-expression and self-identity. I do not know if you ever considered that there are things that are deeper than just language barrier. When you change the country, even if you're fluent in your language, not in every case you can self-express yourself. Even if you are decent, you have a decent level of English, you may not be able to joke. You may not be able to share your thoughts. You may not be able to engage in the conversations the way you engage in your natural environment. And that is a very tough aspect of immigration. Honestly, when I was living, a lot of my friends were sad for me, and I was so in the process that I didn't think about that till later. And they were sad. They felt that certain part of my personality cannot be translated in English. Meaning, your lady may have traits that are valuable in her own country, in her own culture, in her own language. She might be, very good at reciting poetry. She might be very good at I don't know, dancing, holding conversations, being social with people. But not only her language barrier will hold her back, but also the style of communication and not having mentality translator. Because you will gain the language with time. I advise everyone to check if in your community you have classes English as a second language. They are highly recommended for newcomers. I personally did not take that because there was no need. I was very occupied with a newborn child, but also there was a level of English that necessarily did not required. I was not really required to take that, as I was improving my language on my own. I do recommend taking those classes. They are very good, and also she can meet friends and socialize. Yet, moving to another country with another mentality can be very challenging and depressive, yet again, because of that sense of not being able to express yourself, because people may not share your interest. People may be completely different. She may not be able to relate to very many people. And this is a time when you look for Russian community, when you look for events, and so she can build a little bit of a network. And ladies who are already who already living here in US, they would help her to adjust. She can ask questions and things like that. But surprisingly, one of the things that can help her to feel more confident and to feel that she belongs and she is growing and she is achieving and she is actually gaining a new life and she is on her way to strive here in US, is for her to create either create a new identity. Maybe she always want to become somebody, or advance the identity she already has. By identity, I mean a profession, career, or possibly entrepreneurial pursuit that she really connecting with. It's her calling, it's her purpose. So in order to know what it is, you may consider have that conversation early on when she's still in Ukraine. When you getting to know her, ask her these questions. Ask her, which one of your careers or jobs, or maybe she had a small business, what she enjoyed the most, and is there something that if she would have no problem doing that she would do. Maybe she always wanted to have a little daycare for kids. Maybe she always want to teach, and she could teach or tutor Russian, for example, for children in the United States, especially children of immigrants, of course. It can be really the opportunities are endless, but if you put that seed early on in her mind, that you considering that she is not just a woman but she has personality, and every personality, every person has that right to self-express, that you see her more than just a woman, somebody that will be part of you, that she still has her own self, and she is a whole person, and she has a future here, and also that she will be able to get her confidence, to develop her confidence now in this country, and to get to get creative, even maybe with her identity, as she may have even more opportunities, or she may be able to get better compensation for those gifts, talents, skills that she already has, or she can develop new ones and do the same. And by the time she come here, you may have a pretty good idea of what she would love to do. Of course, I am talking about those ladies who are they love being involved in certain things. They were wearing many hats in Ukraine or Russia or anywhere else. By the way, Ukrainian women do wear many hats, and they have many sides and many aspects of their personality. That's another video, but it's actually a good thing, because it's almost as if you never know what you're gonna get, like a chocolate box of candy. It's kind of, it adds that spice, because a lot of Ukrainian women, they are educated, they are good mothers, and at the same time they can be very feminine, and they can be very romantic, and all. I believe that combination of being motherly when you need to be motherly, being feminine when you're with a man, being goal oriented when you're at work, so, and being just girly and silly at times. So I really believe that one of the main things that when American men fall in love with real Ukrainian or Russian women, is that when you see the whole spectrum of that personality, all their faces, all the hats they wear, you get such a big variety in one woman that you feel that, oh my god, I am sold. Because it is very it is very interesting to live with a person that never stops to amaze you. Please let me know if you agree with that. I hear a lot from men who share that most things that they like the most about their women, and very often is that wide variety of their very sophisticated personalities and ideas of the world and visions, and that keeps passion wears off after some time. But when you live with a person that enjoys life, always want to grow, always want to work on something or create something, or taking a dance class, doing unusual things, basically just developing in all the ways, you never get bored, because the person keeps growing. And so I don't only think that, men are the ones that need to grow. I think all the human beings are doing the best when they keep advancing and growing, no matter what that is, because it gives you that sense of satisfaction, of sense of that you are needed, and that you're making a difference for others. I think it is very important. So you have time to figure out. It's a good conversation. It's no reason to get stressed or uptight, upset. A lot of things you will of course find out once she's here. But if you already know she used to be a nurse, or she is a nurse and she absolutely loves it, that's her calling, you may have a plan. She may consider going to study nursing, to the nursing school here, and become a great expert. I have to say that our medical workers, nurses, and doctors are very high in demand. They're very skillful, and even though they may have to learn things over again, they will be incredible in their work. I can tell you that. There is something about our school or our people. If she will choose medical field, and she maybe has already history in it, she can be very good at that, extremely good, and her confidence gonna boost, because making $300 if you're lucky in Ukraine as a nurse, if you're lucky, in some private place, hospital, and making thousands of dollars in US. It's not about the actual money. It's about realizing, oh my God, I have value. I can myself send some money to my mom and not even ask my husband to help. It's just a wonderful thing to know that you are capable of doing things in a new country, and that's an extreme help in adjustment. So whatever profession, whatever entrepreneurial idea, career, or a job that she wants, that actually could help a lot in her adjusting, because she won't have that much time on reflection. She won't worry that, oh my God, if you are not at home or something, or if something happens, she absolutely helpless. It takes about a year or two to understand how everything works, how bank taxes, how insurances. All it's a lot. So I recommend to spend certain time every week on certain items and just slowly explain her how everything works. It will really boost her confidence, because career and studying and all of that will take some time. But as long as she learns something every day, and you not trying to keep, I want to, that's one of the biggest mistakes that men do. They try to keep all of her for yourself. Oh, what if she meets somebody else? This is extremely insecure attitude. And the more you will try to, it's like a butterfly. When you have a butterfly on your hand, you don't want, if you try to squeeze your fingers, the butterfly uh, will leave, will fly away immediately, and she'll never come back. So don't try to control her and treat you like a little child. She will be as a little child for a little bit, as she learned. And she is not a child, actually. She is a woman that's starting her life over in a new country, new system, new environment. So please support her. Try to tend to her needs attentively. Set special times when you talk about these things. So once you get to know her, it will give you an idea, and you can suggest. You can suggest and advise things that she can consider. If she is interested, she will be interested. Every single person have a way of self-expression. It may be at the office, it may be at home, it may be online, but it really helps to put your attention to growth, to creativity, to have something to look forward to. And it is really a wonderful feeling when you know that you are developing and you are growing. I encourage you to not only look at her as a woman, but also as a person, as a human being, and somebody who has personality, hopefully exceptional personality, and somebody who deserves recognition, no matter what she will choose to pursue. And I have a video on my list that is going to be about top 5 entrepreneurial pursuits, careers, and jobs at home and at the office and online that Ukrainian ladies could do and be very successful at it. So if you'd like to see that video, I would like to see my 50 at the very least thumbs up, and just as much comments underneath, so we have interaction. Will see your feedback, your ideas about this, and I will release a video from my own observations from Russian and Ukrainian community when Ukrainian ladies actually using their skills and becoming very happy and fulfilled in the United States. So I hope this was helpful and you enjoyed this video. Special thank you to those of you who are on my Patreon. It was such a fun night yesterday at our live chat. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking to our next meeting. So if you'd like to join, let me know. If you'd like to contact me directly, you will see my email. So don't hesitate to ask a question, comment, and I will see you very soon. Thank you.